up, you guppies! The enemy is evolving and invading our lands. The time to strike is now! We need you to deploy our elite force of mosquito fish and neutralize the enemy. Mosquitoes will breed in many backyard-standing water bodies such as green swimming pools, ponds, and fountains. Mosquito fish are a natural method of control and will stop the enemy before they evolve into fully fledged fighting machines. This will reduce the mosquito population and promote safer communities for all of Hillsborough County residents. Report to htfl.gov/mosquitoes for more information on how you can prevent mosquitoes. Good luck, guppies. Make me proud.
Welcome to a meeting of your Planning Commission, the official local planning agency for the cities of Tampa, Temple Terrace, Plant City, and unincorporated Hillsborough County. The Planning Commission provides innovative leadership and long-range vision that contributes to the creation of a thriving, prosperous community that offers opportunity, fairness, and choice in how we live, move, learn, work, and play. For more information about the Planning Commission, please call 813-272-5940. Follow us on social media or visit our website at planhillsborough.org.
Welcome to the June 10th, 2024 public hearing of the Planning Commission on City of Plant City Comprehensive Plan Amendments. We thank you for attending this meeting. Your comments and participation are encouraged. For those attending in person and wishing to speak on any agenda item, please sign the register at the rear of the room and turn off any devices that may be a distraction. To minimize feedback in the audio, all online participants in the meeting will be muted until it is their opportunity to speak. Planning commissioners should unmute themselves to indicate that they would like to speak. Please be sure to state your name at the beginning of your remarks for the benefit of the clerk. There will be an opportunity for members of the public to provide comments. When your name is called, you will be unmuted when it is your turn to speak. Please wait until the chair calls on you to begin speaking. State your name at the beginning of your comments and adhere to the time limits. If anyone has difficulties or is watching via HTV and would like to provide comments to be included in the record for the local government hearing, please email them to planner@plancom.org. For those of you who are not familiar with our process, the meeting will be conducted as follows. The agenda item will be introduced. Staff will give their presentation with a 15-minute time limit. The applicant will be given the opportunity to make a presentation with a 15-minute time limit. Following presentations, members of the public may address the Planning Commission when recognized by the chairman. Public comment will be heard for 3 minutes per person. The applicant will be afforded a 3-minute period for rebuttal or response. Planning commissioners will then ask questions. Public comment will be closed. Then upon a motion, a second and discussion of vote will be taken. To all participants, please note that tonight's hearing concerns proposed changes to the comprehensive plan. Presentations should not include matters related to zoning applications and site plans that are not before the commission. Zoning conditions are not relevant to the Planning Commission's purview in making a recommendation. The Planning Commission's purview in making a recommendation is limited to consistency or inconsistency with the comprehensive plan. And with that, I'll ask the clerk to please call roll.
Bowden.
Here.
Boza.
Here.
Cardenas.
Here.
Kona.
Here.
Fernandez. Kress. Here. Lauk. Soraya.
Here.
Sieben.
Here.
Orton.
Here.
Rodriguez.
Here.
Joseph.
Here.
You have a quorum, sir.
Thank you. All right. Our first and only agenda item for tonight is item 2A, PC CPA 24-01, Comprehensive Plan Map Amendment, 2410 U.S. Highway 92 East Baker Street and 119 North Wilder Road, and the presenter is Unica Mills.
Good evening, Commissioners. Unica Mills, Planning Commission staff. Good evening again, Commissioners, Unica Mills Planning Commission staff. I am here to present PCCPA 2401, located at 2410 U.S. Highway 92 East Baker Street and 119 North Wilder Road. This is a privately initiated small-scale plan amendment, a little over 4 acres, and the applicant's request this evening is to change the future land use designation from Hillsborough County Residential 4 to Plant City Industrial. Here is a site location map. The site is located within the northeastern portion of Plant City and within the northeast area master plan, more specifically on the east side of Wilder Road, north of Highway 92 East Baker Street, and it's approximately a mile south of Interstate 4 and a half mile east of Park Road. Here is the site, outlined in pink. The blue line represents the jurisdictional boundary between Plant City and unincorporated Hillsborough County. South of US Highway 92 is within unincorporated Hillsborough County, and to the north of 92 within this area is within, this is also within unincorporated Hillsborough County, and to the north of this portion of the blue line is within the jurisdiction of Plant City. Some of the uses in the immediate area, just to the north of the subject site, we have some agricultural uses. To the west, along Wilder Road, we have the Plant City Tennis Center, which is owned by the city of Plant City, and then we have our presence of single-family residential. To the south, we have a heavy commercial uses, which is doing business as Tractor World Construction Equipment Sales. This site is also owned by the applicant. To the east, we have a presence of industrial uses. Let's see, and if we go further south, on the south side of US Highway 92, there's a presence of industrial uses as well. This is a photo of the subject site in its current condition. A portion of the site is being used for open storage. This is looking north along Wilder Road from US Highway 92. This is the second parcel within the subject site, and it's my understanding that this home will be demolished at the development stage. Again, this is looking west along Wilder Road. That's the Plant City Tennis Center. And the subject site is out of frame to the right. Again, this is the subject site that's directly south of the subject site. This parcel is also owned by the applicant. That's the Tractor World. Currently, the site has a future land use designation of Hillsborough County Residential 4. Other future land uses in the area include the heavy industrial south of the subject site, which is within unincorporated Hillsborough County. We have a presence of residential 4 within Plant City. To the north here, additional residential 4 on the west side of Wilder Road. Directly north of the site, we have a presence of Plant City residential 12. We have Plant City industrial, in the light gray to the south of 92. And then in the lavender, further south of 92 is the Plant City residential commercial industrial future land use classification. And again, the applicant is proposing to change the future land use designation to the Plant City industrial future land use classification. Currently, the subject site has the potential to develop up to 17 dwelling units or over 46,000 non-residential uses, of course, subject to locational criteria. If the subject site were to be approved for the Plant City industrial, there would be no potential for residential development. However, non-residential entitlements would increase to over 93,000 square feet. I would like to also mention that there were no objections to the request from any of the agencies. However, Community and Infrastructure Department did note that there would be a significant increase in daily peak hour trips, and at the time of rezoning, a traffic analysis will be done. The Northeast Plant City Area Master Plan Preferred Land Use Scenario is incorporated into the Plant City Comprehensive Plan as a guideline which illustrates how development is to occur within the northeastern portion of Plant City. The subject site is envisioned for industrial, which aligns with the preferred land use map. Planning Commission staff reviewed this request and found that it was consistent with the following policies. The proposed amendment furthers policies 7.4.5 and 7.4.9, which speak to actively pursuing industrial development and encourages the integration of like uses. The proposed Plant City industrial future land use would be complementary to the surrounding development pattern, as there is heavy industrial just south of the site. And at the time of rezoning, mitigation would need to take place if there is lower density residential adjacent to the site. The proposed plan amendment also furthers land use policies 8.3.1 and Goal 2, which speak to increasing and sustaining industrial for the purpose of increasing employment opportunities within Plant City. Approving this request would support the provision of employment. And lastly, the proposed plan amendment furthers land use policies 2.6.2 and 7.1.4, which speak to implementing the visions of neighborhood studies as well as master plans. The subject site, again, is located within the Northeast Master Plan area and is envisioned for industrial uses. So the proposed request would further the Northeast Master Plan. Before I conclude my presentation, I did want to address the question that was asked by the chairman during the briefing for this request regarding the transition of uses. I did, in my research, find that, I'm going to go back to the residential 12, that was approved under CPA application 2007 BM2 to the residential 12. And at that time, staff thought that the residential 12 would serve as an appropriate transition between the intensive non-residential uses that occur to the south. And then south of the subject site, the heavy industrial existed in Hillsborough County, and it's pre-existing industrial prior to the late 80s. So I would think that would have been part of the zoning conformance. So that's how the transition of land uses occurred. With that, the existing entitlements for the site, the existing entitlements for the site could be developed, did I skip something?
You went back to that, so you can.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yep. Okay, here we go. With all of that, Planning Commission staff recommends that the proposed map amendment be found consistent with the goals, objectives, and policies of the Plant City Comprehensive Plan. This concludes my presentation. I'm happy to stand for any questions. The applicant is also here for any questions, as well as Plant City staff, if you have any questions of them. Thank you.
Thank you. Does the applicant have a presentation? Well, it's up to you. I mean, it's your. Okay, all right. All right. We didn't get anyone sign up in the public comment for this item, so I will turn it over to the commissioners for questions, requests, thoughts, nothing? No? All right, going once, going twice. I will close the public comment on this item and open it up to motions from the commissioners on this item. Commissioner Buska.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to move we find City of Plant City CPA 24-01 consistent with Plant City Comprehensive Plan and forward on the Plant City Commission.
Second that motion.
All right, we have a motion of consistency finding by Commissioner Buzza, a second to that motion by Commissioner Bowden. Are there any questions, statements, thoughts to be made by the commissioners? Not seeing any, then we'll all signify their agreement by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries unanimously. And that was our one agenda item for this public hearing. So with that, this meeting is over at 5:43. This meeting is adjourned. Good night, everyone.